Yesterday, OpenAI shipped an update where you press one button on your Mac or Windows PC, start talking, and ChatGPT starts working. Not answering, working. In the launch demo, one spoken sentence created a new thread, opened a pull request, and tracked down the root cause of a bug while the person kept talking. Nobody touched the keyboard. And when I opened the app's own files to see how that's even possible, what I found was better than the demo. By the end of this video, you'll have voice set up on your desktop. You'll know the exact phrases that make it run real work. And you'll understand the one design decision inside the app that makes this feel like one assistant when it's actually two. I didn't just read the announcement, I inspected the app on my own Mac. The facts first. July 23rd, ChatGPT Voice arrived in the desktop app, Mac and Windows for paid plans. It's powered by GPT-Live, OpenAI's voice model from earlier this month that listens and speaks at the same time. No walkie talkie turns. You can cut it off mid sentence. It says, "Got it," and keeps up. But the headline is OpenAI's own sentence. Control your computer and direct multiple agents running in ChatGPT Work or Codex using just your voice. On a Mac, it can even look at the window in front of you. Here's why this is not Siri with a better model. Every voice assistant until now has done one thing: hear you, think, answer out loud. Done. But real work isn't an answer, it's a task. It takes minutes. It uses your files, your tools, your projects. This update lets a conversation start that work. Keep talking while it runs, and steer it without waiting for it. So, how does one voice do both? Instant conversation and minutes long work. This is where I stopped reading press coverage and opened the application package itself. The ChatGPT desktop app ships with the entire Codex agent runtime inside it. And sitting in that runtime, in plain text, is the answer. 3 findings, simple ones. Finding 1. It's not one AI doing everything. There are 2 separate loops. A live conversation loop, that's the voice. It listens, speaks, reacts in under a second. And a durable work loop, agent threads that run tools for minutes at a time. The receipts are right in the app's files. A module literally called real-time conversation, next to the same thread system Codex uses for real work. Start, resume, fork, archive. Your voice call is one of those threads. It lives in the same system your tasks do. Finding 2, the handoff. When you ask for real work, the voice model doesn't do the work. The app packages up what you asked for, along with the recent transcript. So that file and the second option still makes sense, and hands it to a worker thread stamped with a handoff ID. The work runs somewhere else. That ID is what connects what you said to the worker doing it, to the result you hear later. And the same files show steering messages, which is why you can say, actually, do it in the other project while it's running, and it just adjusts. Finding 3, my favorite. What comes back is filtered. A working agent produces logs, diffs, retries, walls of text. Voice reads you almost none of it. The updates worth hearing get spoken, done, blocked, needs your decision. Everything else stays on screen, where detail belongs. The silence is designed. And that one choice is why talking to it feels like a conversation, instead of a printer reading you its cue. Put the 3 together and you get the launch demo. You say, fix the login bug. The voice acknowledges instantly. The work spins up in a thread. You keep brainstorming release names while it runs. 2 minutes later, mid-conversation, the fix is ready for review. You never stop talking. It never stopped listening. That's the 2 loops, hidden behind one voice. Quick pause. And notice you haven't had to type a thing this whole video. Subscribing is the same. 1. One click. If this breakdown is saving you the hour of digging I did, that's the job of this channel. YouTube subscribe is free. And on Facebook, the supporter button is what keeps the lights on. Now, let's set yours up. Exact steps from OpenAI's own documentation. This takes 2 minutes. 1. Update the ChatGPT desktop app, Mac or Windows, and sign in on a paid plan. 2. Pick your surface from the top left menu. ChatGPT with the work toggle for documents, research, and spreadsheets, or Codex for code. 3. Click the voice control. 4. Allow the microphone, and on a Mac, if you wanted seeing your screen, also allow screen recording and accessibility when asked. That's it. Start talking. One voice conversation at a time, up to 2 hours each. Now the part nobody gives you. What to actually say. 5 phrases in order of value. 1. Start work. Create a task in my project to draft the quarterly report. Tell me when it's done. 2. Check in. How's the report task going? 3. Steer mid-flight. Actually, make it 2 pages, not 10. 4. Use the screen. Mac only. Look at my screen. Take the second option. 5. Go parallel. While that runs, start another thread that cleans up my downloads folder. Every one of these maps to an ability. OpenAI lists officially. Start, check, steer, coordinate multiple agents, and use screen context. Now the honest part. This is paid plan territory. Plus, Pro, Business, Edu, Enterprise. And there are 2 meters running. Your talking time is billed separately from the tasks it starts. On business plans, connected voice time runs about 6 credits a minute, and the tasks bill at normal rates on top. Voice also gets no special powers. It uses exactly the tools and permissions of whatever surface you picked. Plain voice in the chat view still can't share screens or run your connected apps. The desktop work and Codex path is where the real capability lives. And it's day 2. Expect rough edges. One more thing worth knowing before you talk to your computer all day. Audio clips from voice conversations are kept for 30 days, attached to the chat transcript. Delete the chat. The audio goes with it. And your recordings are not used for training unless you explicitly opt in, on personal plans only. Business workspaces can't opt in at all. My verdict, after a day inside this thing, the voice model isn't the star. The handoff is. OpenAI's real shipment here is a pattern. A fast conversation up front, durable workers behind it, and a strict rule about what deserves to be said out loud. That pattern is bigger than OpenAI. Every serious AI company is going to copy it because it's simply the right way to wire voice to work. Your path today. 1. Update the desktop app. 2. Open Work or Codex and click the voice control. 3. Grant the permissions. 4. Give it one real task from the 5 phrases. Starting work, checking, steering. 5. Watch the screen for detail and let it speak only when it matters. I've packed all of it. The setup, the 5 phrases, word for word, the 2-meter, cost math, and the privacy checklist into a free PDF. Comment the word hands-free and my bot sends it over. Real talk. 90% of you watching haven't subscribed. On Facebook, subscribe is the supporter button. That is what keeps the lights on here. On YouTube, it's free and it tells the algorithm to send you more. Subscribe to support us. And if you're starting from zero with ChatGPT or Claude, my beginner guides take you from first prompt to first real automation. They're linked below. Here's the shift that actually happened yesterday. Typing was you operating a tool. Talking, while the work runs somewhere else, is you supervising a team. Comment, hands free for the free kit. We're on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as Hyperautomation Labs. See you in the next one.